What's up, everybody? Just checking out my YouTube live streaming capability. Yeah. So, I want to see if I want to do live streams in the future. But the question is, what the hell would I talk about? Would I do lessons on a live stream? Or would I just talk about current subjects? Maybe musical subjects, band subjects. What the hell would I talk about? That's why I haven't done one yet. I want to talk about things that will be interesting to not only myself, but to you guys too. I just want to see what, first of all, that I'm capable of even doing one, even doing a live stream. And secondly, would it even be worth it? Am I going to sit there and play bass for 30 minutes to an hour? Am I going to answer questions about songs? Or am I going to, what am I going to do? Talk about the music business? There ain't no music business right now. Shit. At least in my area. Maybe in your area, there's live music. Not really in my area. Not from what I'm used to doing. If you have a little trio, duo, quartet kind of thing, small little winery, restaurant type gigs, playing outside, of course. Yeah, you can do those. But how do you approach, this is from Patrick. Hey, Patrick, what's up, man? How do you approach live bass recording on a DAW? Well, you need a musical interface. So what I have here is a Behringer UMC 404 HD. So if I don't do a lot of recording on bass, except for what you see on YouTube and what you're hearing right now. But it's going through the Behringer right now. So you need some kind of interface. You need some kind of interface to get the analog signal from your guitar into the computer. So you can use a mixer too. Mixers have have built-in interfaces now. Behringer mixers and some of the newer mixers, probably the Mackie and all that, do the same thing. You can do it that way, or you can have an external music interface like the Behringer, or these other brands that are more expensive. I'm a cheap ass, so what you're hearing me right now is playing through the Behringer. So it's just a matter of what you want to do, how much you want to spend, and how serious you are. And I'm using a PC too. You can do this with a Mac. Macs are probably better for recording, I would think. But that's up to you. That's up to you. Like I said, I don't do a lot of audio recording, like songwriting and all that kind of stuff. So that's not my thing. But when I did do it, that's what I did. I used the Behringer along with software like Reaper or Ableton or something like that. Yes. So yeah, I just want to check out, make sure that I can live stream. Yeah, I have a Zoom recorder too, but I use that for live. You can use a Zoom. I have a Zoom recorder that I use for my band's live recording. Recording a show. So it's already mixed. So what I hooked the Zoom up to the headphone jack, and I use a splitter to split left and right into the Zoom. I don't have it here with me. I would show you, but comes out of the headphone jack, and then it splits off in the left right into the Zoom, and then you get that front of house mix into the Zoom with with effects and all that kind of stuff. So that's a nice 2-track recording. You could do it that way. And so, but yeah, I have that Zoom recorder myself. Those things are pretty good. So, but yeah, I'm just trying to wonder what besides, answering questions like Patrick's, the hell would I talk about? So, talk about equipment, like this is my old Marcus Miller bass. It's kind of in semi-retirement. I don't use it on gigs anymore. But you know, right now I have it in passive mode too. It has a switch. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me hold it up a little higher. There's a switch to go from passive to active on it. That's the Bartolini pickups. But I took the battery out. I just play in passive mode. So, and I'm getting back into basses with passive electronics. I have a lot of basses with active, but I like to be able to switch back and forth. So that's why I like this bass. And this is probably one of my favorite basses in my little collection because of the thin neck, the low action on the strings, that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Use the Zoom front mics for live. That's cool. That's cool. My rig, TC Electronics. What's that? What's that damn T? What's the one I had? What is the one I had before? Let me look it up real quick, y'all. See, man, y'all caught me off guard, man. CC Electronics, though. Bass amp. I have like three of them. Yeah. Ba 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 ba. I have the 250, the little small combo amp. Well, it's not a combo amp. It's a head. And then I have the 210. I have two 210 cabinets. TC Electronics, two 210 cabinets, two of them. And then I have a two 12-inch cabinet. So I have three cabinets total, and two of them are 10-inch with two each in there. And then I have a third one with two 12s in it. And that's all I need with the TC Electronics head. And they're out in the van right now. I just finally broke them out because I have a gig today. I know I have the 500 and the 250, and then I had one before that kind of died on me. Y'all caught me off guard. It's the is it the RH 450? Yeah, I had a RH 450, but it kicked the bucket, and so that's when I bought the 500, which is the red. It's the red casing, and then I bought the 250 too. So that's what I use for my um, for my amp, and I use a Zoom pedal uh, when I need some effects. So that's what I do there. So let's see here. Where am I at here? Can you guys still see me? I am like lost my page. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Now, my pedal board, I have lots of pedal boards. I have lots of pedal boards. I'm lazy now, though. I'm down to the Zoom pedal board, the Zoom all-in-one effects, um, because it has everything in it. And what's cool about this Zoom pedal, um, it has XLR in the back, so it can go straight into a mixing board. So, and it's got, damn, I should have been more prepared, man, for y'all questions. But it's a great little pedal. I'm trying to look it up now. I have a B2, which is an older pedal, a Zoom B2. I also have the Dunlap stuff, the envelope filter, the compressor. Um, it just depends. I'm a big fan of Sans amp for preamp stuff. So let me show you what I have here. I'm running through one right now on the bass, so I can't show you that one. But let me show you this one. This is a Tech 21 VT bass. It's not hooked in right now, of course, as you see. But this one, if you look back at my video where I did of Toto, Hold the Line, and I had that overdrive sound on the bass, I advise you check that out, by the way. Um, I use this pedal on that to get that overdrive bass sound. It sounded pretty cool. I liked it. But like here on my pedal board down here, oh, you guys can't see it. See down there on the floor? Like right here, there's a Boss Looper pedal right there. Now there's another zoom pedal, the B1 on right there, right? And then you can't see it, it's hidden by my desk. I have an old school Mutron pedal from the 70s. It's the Bootsy pedal. So like, let me see if I can get it there. Yeah. I don't know what's going on over there. It ain't working. But anyway, I have that pedal down there. I was hoping to show you guys. But anyway. But yeah, I'll have to show you, do a video on my rig. It's the TC Electronic stuff. So, but yeah, thanks for you guys for watching. I just wanted to check out, see if it's even worth doing these damn live streams. You know what I mean? So, that's cool. This is actually kind of fun. Let's see here. Any more questions here? Thanks for the question, Reddit Andrews. Thank you, brother. That's a good question. You caught me off guard, though, man. I wasn't expected to answer any questions today. So you threw me off a little bit. But I'll be better prepared next time. As far as my answering questions about my equipment. It's been so long since I did a live gig because of this shutdown. I live in the Northern California, so everything's still shut down. We ain't doing nothing, you know. So I'm finally gonna do a live gig today, later this afternoon. Maybe I'll go ahead and film a few minutes. Hey, you're welcome, man. Thank you. I've been playing Watson. I've been playing since I was 16. Damn, man. Should I tell you? I've been playing since I was 16. 41 years. I'm 57. So I'm 57. So I've been playing since I was 16. So, you know, I grew up on Parliament. You know, and Bootsy Collins and all those kind of guys and all the 70s stuff. So it's been a long time, man. Went through a lot of you know. Hey, man, that's all good. Big Blunt says, if you look for another live gig to react to, please check out Curtis Mayfield live in Germany, huh? That's cool. The thing is, I like doing the reaction videos. Oh, Pinocchio Theory. RUBBERFANS. The reaction videos, man. I love doing those, man. They're just like the whatchamacallit, you know. I get the copyright issues, man. Even if there's a live gig, it could be in some raggedy club somewhere, right? And nobody's there, you know. It's like some guy holding up his cell phone. I get a copyright hit. Like, come on, man. So, yeah, I'll look at the Curtis Mayfield thing. But man, I'm telling you, man, they might block my shit. I just had a problem with Facebook. I just had a problem with Facebook too this week because my band, I was testing out a live stream, so I was using some tracks to test the live stream, just to get levels and everything, right? They shut me down for two days, man. They put me in Facebook jail for 2 days. So you know, they jacked me up, man. So I'm just now getting back on Facebook as of today. So yeah, I'm keep doing reaction videos, but I gotta be careful. Same with these lessons too. I get dinged on these lessons. Mothership connection. What is that? Uh, I did a video on that. Something like that. But I did a video on it a couple months ago. So check my channel. I did a lesson on Mothership Connection by the Parliament. I really need you to do Mother's Finest 1979. Bootsy's Munchies for Your Love sound. Mother's Finest Live 1979. I never really got into Mother's Finest. I remember the group, but I have to look back and see what the hell what songs they did. I can't remember. Remember, I'm an old man. I'm an old man, Terrence. I'm sorry, brother. I have to go back and listen. Munchies for Your Love, though. Yeah, that's classic Bootsy right there. And that's that Mutron pedal that I can't seem to get to work at the moment. I haven't turned it on in a while. I don't know why it ain't turning on. I have to look and see what's going on with my Mutron pedal. But yeah, we can do that. We can do that for sure. For shizzles. I see AZ is starting up music this week. That's good, man. I think Nevada started up too. And of course, some of the places back east, not way back east, but I mean, Midwest, I should say, and South probably, Texas, those kind of things. Oh yeah, definitely more warning reactions. That's a badass group, man. Wow, those, what is it? Three sisters, and yeah, they're good. I can never remember their names. I just know the drummer. She's super talented. They're all super talented, but the drummer, man, she's bad. And there's some of the Japanese metal bands that I've been checking out. And BT Express, yep. BT Express. I remember that. What's that song called? Was it called Movin' by BT Express? Movin'? I remember they were instrumental group, horn band. Had a bunch of cool stuff in the mid 70s, early mid 70s. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep the reactions going and keep those suggestions coming for the reactions. Like I said, I have to watch out for the copyright stuff. Even if because I was told by some guys, oh, just go react to some of the stuff on their official channel. They don't do anything. They'll let you do it. No, they don't. No, they don't. The warning's pretty cool about it, but some of the other ones, no, they don't. Oh, brass construction. Yeah, you're right, man. Yep. Who did Do It Till You're Satisfied? Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Is that BT Express? I think that's BT Express, right? I think I did brass construction in one of my earlier videos. Or maybe, no, you know which one I did in my earlier video? I did mass production. Remember Firecracker? The song Firecracker? I did that one a long time ago. Some of my first videos, if you guys need to dig back into some of my really old videos, and that's where I did a lot of the 70s stuff. But if you could get around to do a lesson of Pinocchio theory, man, yeah, I don't think anybody does. Pinocchio Theory is like you got to be a Bootsy fan to know Pinocchio Theory. A lot of people don't know that song. I mean, you got to be a funk fan to know Pinocchio Theory. Blackbirds, yep, yep. Donald Black, yeah, I remember Blackbirds, yep. Remember Walking in Rhythm? That was them, right? You know, I think the Walking in Rhythm. That I think that was the Blackbirds. Man, y'all testing y'all showing how old I am. But yeah, I'm gonna look at Pinocchio Theory. I want to look at some of the old funkadelic stuff too. One guy's been asking me to do Charlie, Funk Getting Ready to Roll. That's a great funkadelic song. I'd have to sit down with that one though and listen to that. I haven't heard it in a while. But yeah, that's so that's what I'm thinking about doing with this live stream. I haven't figured out, you know, I like answering these questions you guys are throwing at me. That's cool. Um, that's definitely cool. What I want to do is, have a little more to talk about, keep it interesting, mix it up. Don't want to be the same stuff all the time. That's why I haven't done a live stream up to this point, because I don't want it to get boring, man. I did One Nation Under a Groove, man. It's on my channel. Another Point of View by Bootsy. Yeah, yeah, that's a great one. You pulling out stuff from the first two albums. Yep, I remember that. Rock Creek Part. Yep, that's a good song too. Yep. The thing is, though, I could do those songs, but are people really gonna? Besides you guys, are people gonna really view the song? I mean, it does come down to people watching the video now. So we got to make sure that it's songs that are gonna attract other people to watch too. That's one thing, because it takes a lot of time to make these videos. So you want to do something that more people will like. Skeet Curtis. Yeah, he's a bad dude, man. He's a great player. Some of that early, when he was young, playing with Parliament Funkadelic, man, he's got his own style. You know, there's an old live CD from, I think it's the early '90s. P Funk All Stars. They're live somewhere, and he's the bass player on there. And I think not Dennis Edwards, Dennis Chambers, drummer Dennis Chambers is. So that's the rhythm section. Those two, they tearing it up, man. They tearing it up, man. I've been doing live streams on the Sean. I've been doing live streams at my gigs, and I'll probably hold up the camera today. Like I said before, and it would be. I tried to do live streams for my band on Facebook, and we got booted for a couple days, so we're back. I'll try to do something today. We'll see how it goes. But there's not many gigs to live stream, man. At least in my area. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, definitely for sure. But yeah, those are some good suggestions. I've got to listen to the Blackbirds again and Rock Creek Park and you know Pinocchio Theory and Brass Construction, BT Express. Shit, that's my kind of stuff, man. Shit, that's stuff when I was coming up. I don't know how old most of you guys. I saw somebody in there say they were 60. Yeah, so you're my generation. Who said they were 60? Let me scroll up. Somebody said they were 60. I don't see it anymore. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do more. Yep, SOS band. I did. I did that one. Yeah. Skeet Skeet Curtis is definitely in Maceo's band. Uh, I think I follow his Facebook page or something. I get stuff from him on Facebook. Um, Okay, so Sean, you're in my age group. SOS. I did Chic. I did. Of course, I did. I did that one. I did The Freak. I did the La Freak. One of them I'm thinking about doing is Everybody Dance. Everybody Dance by Chic. That's a great one. Car Wash. I did Car Wash. I think I did Cars. Uh, boom, boom, boom. Car Wash Day. I think I did a video on that one. I think I'm playing that song today. I'm playing Car Wash today. I'm gonna do it later. I think I better listen to it though, cause I might have a brain fart. You never know. And that's one thing I'll talk about too is playing live, and you're playing a song and you're like, oh shit, what's that next part again? And so I'll show you how to react to that when you get to those parts. The oh shit moment. That's what I call it. I got a saying though, when in doubt, lay out. If you don't know the part, just drop out. Or just start playing the rhythm, but not really hitting any notes. So you get to this part and you don't know it. So you kind of know what key you're in, right? So you just kind of fake it. Follow the drums, and then when you get back to the part, you just fall back in. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, you made up something cool. And you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Flashlight. What's that? I gotta do a video on that one day. I gotta sit down and learn it though. I only know parts of it. Yep. Sit on the root. When you don't know the part, sit on the root, man. Trouble Funk. I don't know any Trouble Funk, man. I don't know any of the go-go stuff. I did a video on Chuck Brown. Go-go stuff didn't really come out to the West Coast, except for Chuck Brown with Feel Like Bustin' Loose. I don't know much of the go-go stuff. I know Trouble Funk was big in the East Coast, but I never really heard a lot of their stuff. Yeah, that's good. Mute and stare at the sound, man. That's always a good. Hey, man, whatever works. Whatever works, man. I see Patrick's 58. Papa Watson is 60. Yeah. Yeah, man. Sean's 61. So I'm 57. And Sam P's 51. I'll call it 4. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. So Sam P says, I'm just learning bass. Have a hard time. How do you focus when you want to? Oh, man. Singing and playing bass is hard. It's hard. Singing and playing bass is hard, brother. That is something you just got to work out. So what you got to do, and I'm not an expert at this. I'm just telling you how I would approach it. Is keep your bass line as simple as possible to start with. So if you have to stick with the roots and the fifths on a bass line, but if it's a song like, you know, Stevie Wonder stuff, I can't sing and play that. Hell no. So you just say, you know what? Let the singer sing it or somebody else. But my advice is, of course, practice it by yourself. Keep the bass line as simple as possible. Don't stay away from the fancy stuff while you're singing. Daz band. Hmm. Daz band. What didn't I do? Shit. I think that's the only one I know. Whip it. And then the change and all that stuff. Something like that. That's cool, Sean. That's cool. I wonder how these full time musicians, because I'm not a full time musician. I do have a day gig, as they call it. Um, but the guys who play music 100% full time, man, they're struggling. Uh, Man, Papa Watson, that's a great question, because I have both. I have both. I'm a big Squire fan because the Squires now are nice. I have a bunch in my other room over here, and I have a bunch of Ibanez's too. My go-to five-string bass is an Ibanez 5 SR 505. It's old now. I beat the hell out of it, but that thing sounds great. What can a 50-year-old retired veteran get to start learning how to play a bass guitar? Inexpensive instruction kit. Instruction kit is watch my video, man, and others like me. Don't watch these guys on YouTube who are showing off. There's guys on here who are great bass players, but don't teach you shit. Okay? They're showing off. Okay? You need to find guys on YouTube or whatever, and it just depends on how you like learning. I advise the cheapest way is to watch videos and find somebody who slows down the song and talks about the song and walks you through it. And I know you're old school, you like me, man. Expensive. How to play an expensive starter bass guitar. Squire. Just like the my man Papa Watson said. Get a Fender Squire or an Ibanez. Just find. You got to find one that's comfortable for you. Do you want to play four string like this one, or do you want to play five string? If you're old school, you probably want to play four string. Okay, so find yourself a good Squire. The Squire jazz basses are good. I did a video on the Squire P bass that's really popular on my channel. Search that one. So if you're a P bass guy, look at that video. And I have, the Squire jazzers are good. The Ibanez's, you can't go wrong with those. You can't go wrong with those. So, when you say inexpensive, I think you're talking about anything under 500 bucks. Okay, and the Squires are somewhere in between 2.5 to 500. For a normal one, right? You might need to do a little bit to it, but usually out of the box they're pretty cool. And if you're a beginner, man, don't be. I see these guys going out spending $1,000 or more on a bass, and you just start. Come on, man, don't do that, man. And as far as an amp, get yourself something that just don't get a cheap amp with a small speaker in it. Do not do that. Get something with at least a 12-inch or 15-inch in it. Well, 10 or 15 inch. There's 10, 12s, and 15. Um, Main thing is get an amp that's going to keep you motivated. You don't want no toy amp. You want something that's going to keep you motivated to play. Same with the bass. Get something that you're going to get a month from now and be like, man, this thing sounds like shit. Get something that's motivating. I know Guitar Center in my area is open again, and wherever area you're at, just go try out different ones. And then try to make a deal with them. If they don't give you a good deal, go buy that shit online. You know, give them every chance to make you a good offer or a good price. If they don't, man, take your business everywhere. It's competition, brother. It's competition. So go try the bass out in person though, because you'll know. Like when I first picked up this bass, I knew. that this bass was for me. Okay, I knew right off the bat that this bass was for me. Okay, so some basses you pick up and you be like, man, the strings are too high, it's too wide on the neck, and it's like, I don't like the way the spacing is between the strings. I don't like the way it sounds. Then you put that bass down and you keep looking. So I advise you to go, especially since you're just starting, man, and you don't want to spend a lot of money. Go to your local music store and try these out. Same with the amps. Uh, Look at the back of me, man. Mark, do I play or own an acoustic? Well, it's not really an acoustic bass, but if you can see behind me, right there, it's an acoustic electric. I'm just learning how to play it. I'm not very good at it, I admit. I'm not very good at it. But I can get my way around it. I can fake it on a couple songs, that's for sure. Larry Graham invented slap bass, sings and plays the same time. He's the grandfather master. Yep. But if you look back in the 50s, when guys were playing the acoustic bass, back to the acoustic bass, they were slapping the acoustic bass in the 40s and 50s. The jazz guys, they were slapping the acoustic. Those big acoustic basses, they were slapping those. Okay. Larry definitely invented the electric slap bass for sure. Because he had to emulate a drummer because he used to play with his mom in church, or him and his mom had a group, and I guess the story says that the drummer didn't show up one day, or they couldn't afford to have a drummer, so he had to learn. So when you play slap, this is like your kick drum on the drum. The pluck is the snare. So you're like playing drums. Right? And that's what it is. And then you throw in your own rhythms and everything. You make it musical. But it's basically when you're playing slap bass, you're doing two jobs at once. You're the drummer and you're the bass player too. I love Music Man Stingrays. I have one. Hi, Arlette Lee. Hey. Oh, where's my camera at? Oh, yeah, there we go. Cedric, have you ever played Fishnet? Yeah. No, I've never played that song. I'm not a big fan of that song. I love The Time and Morris Day, but I never really liked Fishnet that much. I like Get It Up. And by the way, back in the day, I had time videos, lessons by The Time and Prince. I almost got my channels deleted because of Prince songs. I had to take them all off. The Time, Sheila E., Prince. When Prince was alive, he had this lawyer that would, you can see this on my channel too. I made a video about it. He had this lawyer going through YouTube videos and flagging all the videos with Prince music on it. And The Time is basically Prince's music too. So they gave me 2 strikes on my channel, man. I had to take all that stuff off my channel. All of it. It was almost over for DeLuca. I had to come back as DeLuca 2. A DeLuca Reborn. DeLuca Revisited. It got that close. So, I'm a big Morris Day and The Time fan. The Walk. Remember the song called The Walk? That's a great bass line. But I can't do it here. I'm not going to do it. Sorry, man. I did some Prince videos. I did Let's Work. I did DMSR by Prince. I think I did Erotic City too. But they all got taken down, y'all. They all got taken down. So I can't. They're in my archives. Maybe I'll put them out somewhere else later. What else we got here? G-Funk. I did a little bit of Dr. Dre stuff. There's some of that on my channel. Pickups and strings. Nah, on Bootsy's first bass. Well, I don't know if you guys. This is a little trivia for you. So I read this from Bootsy. The first album, the Stretching Out album, the one he's sitting on the motorcycle with the star bass. Turns out that bass wasn't even didn't even work. He played on the album. I guess he used jazz basses and other bass, P basses or whatever, actually on that album. So the star bass on that album cover, that was going to be his bass, but it wasn't ready. So he needed it for the photo shoot. So he just brought it in for the photo shoot, to look cool. And but the bass didn't actually work. It wasn't done yet. So it was just all show and no go at that point. But that's a little trivia for you from the Stretching Out album. Of course, now, he got it working and it's all good. But on that first album, it wasn't working. Oh, my pedalboard video, man. Thanks, man. That was done a while ago. You know what, man? What's funny is I still had a pedalboard, and I don't use it that much anymore because I'm carrying so much stuff, Mark, around with me. And but yeah, that had all my good stuff on it, man. My Sans amp and all the MXR pedals and all that stuff. Yeah, that was a fun video. What will be your next bass purchase? Well, the latest one I got is the one behind me, that acoustic electric that you kind of see in the back there. Man, I got to stop buying basses, dude. I got to stop. I'm like a chick with shoes, man. I got like 40 basses. I got to stop. I got to sell some off. How should a 45-year-old new go about joining groups to play with? Learn songs, Jay. You got to learn some songs, man. Figure out, first of all, learn as many type of songs as you can. I mean, I don't know what area you live in or what kind of music you like, but and the kind of groups you want to play. But learn kind of it depends too. Are you looking to just play in a garage and just hang out and drink a few beers, eat some pizza? Or you want to do some gigs? So if you want to do gigs, you got to learn some songs. And I don't know your area, but with this pandemic and everything, and jam nights used to be a great place to go play with other people. You know, Bars would set up like a Monday or a Tuesday night and have these jam nights. You go in there and you just play. You sit in on a song or two. You bring your guitar in there. You plug in. You play. And that way you meet people too. It's all about networking, man. When you're playing with with a bunch of guys in groups, it's all about networking. It's all about, hey, do you know this guy? Do you know this guy? That kind of thing. Back in the day, you used to be able to do ads online or in newspapers for joining groups. It's not really like that anymore. Everything is still, networking is still the best way to do it. So it just depends on your area. But man, start working on songs. Start out with the easy ones. You know, everybody's got to play that, man. No matter what you think, people tired of that damn brick house. Learn brick house. You're gonna have to play brick house. People laugh about Mustang Sally. You're gonna have to play Mustang Sally. Okay. Okay. You gotta think about what kind of music you're gonna be doing and where you're gonna be playing. The regular everyday person that goes watches live music likes to hear those songs. You could be tired of them and never want to play them again. But if you want to play, you better play. You better at least have them in your arsenal, ready to go. Don't sell any of your basses. I have 25 and sold two. Which depends on which ones you sold, man. Yeah, Brick House is a great tune to play live. You can mix it up, and you can have solos doing the parts. That's all good. Get the Stanley cart. Oh, man, the Limbic. Which Limbic, though, man? Back in the day, the Limbic used to be like the top of the line bass. And they're actually located in my area. They're up in the North Bay. Yeah, they were the shit back then. But see, now, what's it called, Federa, the one Victor Wooten plays and all that, those basses are super expensive, man. Super expensive. Even just for a regular 4-string. It's like $2,000 or $3,000. I'm like, nah, that's okay. Yeah, do a lot of open mics and jams. Yep. That's the way to get better, man. Because right now it's not like the way it used to be. If you can find open mics and jams, that's the way to do it. You know, Music Man, yeah, Washburn acoustic. Okay, yep. Yeah, never sell a Music Man. They're expensive to buy back, man. They're expensive to buy back. I was looking at some new ones, and they're expensive. You know. Oh man, Wing Chun, brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks. I think I got my first super chat. Holy shit. I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate you. My teacher from Sam. My teacher tried to teach me a slow song, but I just picked faster songs with funky bass lines they like to dance to. I'm gonna be a student. Man, you gotta learn slow songs, bro. You still gotta learn the slow song. Cause the girls, man, the girls are in the audience, man. They gotta have the slow songs, you know, and plus it teaches you a different feel. You gotta hold back. Some slow songs you gotta hold. There's playing on the beat. There's playing in front of the beat and behind the beat. And depending on the type of song and the type of music, you got to be able to do all three. Some slow songs, man. Oh, Sam's a girl. Oops. Cool. But so anyway, learn the slow songs. Now, of course, it's got to be a good slow song, right? You know, classic stuff, right? Um, but yeah, you want to learn slow songs. Let's get it on. Let's stay together. What? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, learn those songs because those songs will never go away. They're old as hell, but they old as hell and still being played for a reason. Okay, always keep those ready to go. If you ever get in a wedding band that does weddings and private parties and stuff, you're gonna play that song. You're gonna play "My Girl." You're gonna play "Let's Get It On," "Let's Stay Together" by Al Green, "Easy" by the Commodores. Let me see what else. You're gonna play some of this Ed Sheeran stuff, the newer people, Alicia Keys, Beyonce. You're gonna play all that kind of stuff. So you gotta be ready, man. You gotta be ready, and you gotta have, if you need to keep notes, I'll probably do another video and I'll show you how I keep all my songs in order, especially songs I don't do a lot. I have a big iPad, the iPad Pro, and I have a software on it called Fourscore, and I scan all my charts in there, all my notes, and I have a little foot pedal that's Bluetooth, and I just turn pages, boop boop boop. And I used to do a weekly church gig before the shutdown happened, and all the church music, sheet music is on there too. So I just boop 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 with my foot, keep it going, man. Hey, you're welcome, Wing Chun, man, for the advice. Thank you, bro. Thanks for that super chat too. Yeah. Let's see. Sean says, "True, you have to learn how to play what I call the Long Island belly rub." Yeah, exactly. Sam P, what's a good slow song? I just gave you some, man. Oh, lady, I just gave you some. Perfect by Ed Sheeran is good. Um, you know, one song, yeah, that's a good software too. I heard. But yeah, you gotta learn. You gotta go out and play live with other musicians, jam nights, open mics, network while you're there. And learn different songs. Don't get stuck only playing R&B. Don't get stuck only playing classic rock. Don't get stuck only playing blues. Don't be that guy or that girl. There's good music in every genre. Learn some Latin stuff too. It depends on the area you live in. If you have a heavy Latin population, you're going to come across that you're going to have to learn a couple Latin tunes. Country Western. I mean, my band plays Friends in Low Places, Wagon Wheel, Tennessee Whiskey. Tennessee Whiskey is a good slow song. Um, and it's super easy. You can't mess up Tennessee Whiskey. But the deal with Tennessee Whiskey is it's very slow. It's very slow. You have to hold back. Remember I talked about playing behind the beat, on the beat, in front of the beat? Tennessee Whiskey will teach you discipline because it's only A to B. So, but it's the way it's played. It's super slow, and you'll as a bass player, you'll be like, "Oh man, this fucking thing's boring." But then, as soon as you lose your train of thought, you're off. You'll throw everything off. So, I did a version with my band of Tennessee Whiskey on my channel. So if you search back, it's back on July 4th when we did it, and it's slow, but it's a great song. It teaches you how to be a real bass player because your job as a bass player is to create the pocket. Let the singer do their thing. Let the everybody else do their thing. You and the drummer's pocket. You and the drummer's job is to set the pocket. Okay, and so that's important. That's important. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Confunction, love, shine. Yeah, that's cool. Now that depends, Terrence. That depends on kind of band you're in. If you're in an R&B band, yes. If you're in a top 40 or wedding type band, gotta be careful. Only because it's a great song. Only because your clientele might not know what the hell that is. When you're in a cover band, it's like you're like a DJ. You got to give people what they want, and the people that are paying you, and the people that are watching you. I mean, you can pull off Love Shine, and don't get me wrong, but you got to be hella good at it, right? But the go-to songs are like the ones I just did: My Girl, Stand by Me, Let's Get It On, Tennessee Whiskey. Those are go-tos. Okay. There's other ones too. I mean, the Perfect by Ed Sheeran, that's a newer one. Alicia Keys. You wanna hit that broad appeal. It's kind of like what I do with the videos that I create for these lessons. I try to hit a broad appeal. I mean, there's songs on that I want to do that I'm like, man, I don't think anybody's gonna watch it. I put all that work into it, nobody's gonna watch it. So that's the thing you got to do. Uh, Yeah, see, Sam. Yep, that's a slow song your teacher wants. Yep, yep. But see, it's simple, but it can you can get easily distracted because it's so simple. It's like blues music, right? People talk about, man, blues just does the same three chords. But it's like it's all about feel, and you just because you play the notes don't mean you sound good. Same with Tennessee Whiskey. Just because you play A to B don't mean you're gonna sound good. Okay, it's not the notes; it's how you play the notes. Okay, so that's a whole nother discussion. Though. Oh yeah, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Great song. Yep, I like that one. And that's a song too. You made a whole song off of. There's no changes. It's the same thing all the way through, just like Tennessee Whiskey. It's the same thing all the way through. Uh, it doesn't get no easier for a bass player, but you can totally get distracted and lose your place because you're thinking about something else, or you can like overplay. No, you can be like playing, what you call it? Papa was wrong. There you go. Start doing crazy stuff like this. Like, oh man, come on, man. Keep it in the pocket, brother. Keep it in the pocket. Pick your spots. That's what you Watermelon Sugar is working for our band. What's Watermelon Sugar? What's that one? Is that a song? Who sings that one? I had to look it up. Big Blunt. Thank you, brother. I don't know what currency that is, but I appreciate you. Uh, and Mark, you're right. You gotta land on the one. You gotta land on the one. That's James Brown style. Play the one. Lock it on the one. Uh, yep. So Sam, are you looking to play in a band, or you just playing for fun? You just want to learn bass lines. Let me know. Uh, are you playing at a church group? What you doing? But yeah, it's that's important. Find the kind of people you want to play with, and remember I did a video on this too. Two out of three things have to happen for me to play with in a group setting with people, other musicians. I have to like the music, I have to like the people, or I'm getting paid well. Okay, two out of three have to happen. So when I'm playing with some people, especially people I don't know, okay, I have to like the songs, I have to like the people, or I have to be making some money. So so say I like the people and I like the songs, then the money's not important. But if I hate the people and I like the songs and I'm getting paid, yeah, I'll still probably do the gig. Or if I hate the songs but I like the people because they're cool and I'm getting paid, I'll still do the gig. But if it's only like one thing, I like the songs and I hate the people and I'm not getting paid, I'm not doing a gig. Have I ever played any Van Halen? I played Jump, and I played this one, that one right there. I ain't talking about love, but I played Jump, and I played that a lot of times. Not really, not really, but just those two songs. Playing in church is cool. It's just a matter of what kind of church, and a lot of people, the songs that you play in church. It's playing in church is like for me is like being in any other band. You have to like the people. You have to like the music. That kind of thing. Most church gigs don't pay you anything anyway, or if they do, it's not much. But you have to like the people. It's to me when you're doing a church gig, you have to like the music and the people. And church gigs are kind of easy. You're not playing the whole time. You're playing in the beginning. You might play during a certain part of the service, and then you play at the end. It's not you're not playing that much, so you're kind of just sitting there a lot. And then when you do play, you're not playing. Sometimes you don't play the whole song. You just play up to a point. Nah, Jay, it depends on the song. If you play, it depends on the band. It depends on if you play Roots, you get replaced. It just depends. Are you playing? If you play Roots in church, hmm, I haven't experienced that. I think if you don't know a song, you better stick to the roots. You start getting fired if you start going outside and you don't know the song. Now, if you're an experienced player, you can get away with playing out, what they call playing out. You're playing away from the roots and the chord structure. You can play some of the songs and the notes in the scale. You can get away with that if you have a lot of experience. You can pull that off. But then again, you get into the situation where you might be overplaying. Okay, that's another thing too. Some songs they just want you to play the bass part. They don't want you all over the place. So it just depends. Just depends. You know, open E bass. Yeah, the E note, the low E. Exactly. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hmm. True, I play R&B, blues, funk, but now I'm playing in a steel guitar band. Interesting. Yep. It expands your horizon. You might not like every song that they play, but it's all good. It's education. It builds up your skill level. And then down the road, if you're not in that band anymore, it's all good. You know, it's all good. What song turned you on to the bass? It was P Funk. By Parliament. The Mothership Connection album. You know, that kind of thing. So the Mothership Connection album made me want to play bass. Hearing Bootsy Collins, that made me want to play bass. And that was in 1975. That's when that album came out. Oh, British Pound, thank you. Big Blunt, thank you again for the 549 British Pound, brother. I appreciate you. Thanks, Wing Chung, for the clarification. Anything by the Funk Brothers, yep. Yep. Funk Brothers, for you guys who don't know, that's the Motown house band, studio band. Played on all the Motown hits. Check out my video on my page of James Jamerson, who's the bass player for the Funk Brothers. He's one of the original Funk Brothers. There's others that came after him. I did a couple videos, reaction videos on some of his bass lines. So make sure you check that out. But anything by the Motown band back in the 60s. The Four Top stuff, definitely listen to those bass lines. Those and Stevie Wonder and what's the other one? Heard It Through the Grapevine by Gladys Knight and the Pips. Listen to that. So definitely listen to those. And then James Jamerson only played with one finger. I think it was this finger. Something like that. I can't play it as good as James. Yep, they called him the Hook. And great bass lines. Great bass. Changed the world of bass, for R&B. And then a lot of the rock guys picked up on it too because of what he was doing. Because he was an upright bass player. He was a jazz guy. So he translated all that jazz chromatic bass playing that he did on the upright to the electric. So he was the man. Yep, get his book. That's the what's that book called? Standing in the Shadows. It was done by another guy who kind of wrote the story. And then I know there's a documentary or a movie about it too. So make sure you check those out too. But damn, I've been on this thing an hour. I was just coming on here for a check, a line check. I appreciate you guys all watching. Shout out to all of you. Thanks again. Thanks you all watching my channel. I appreciate you guys all watching my channel, checking out my videos. I'll keep them coming. I got to watch out for the copyright man, though. The copyright man is out to get me. It's got me down. So I'm going to have to come out with a new way to get these videos out to you guys without these people messing with me. Carol K, yeah, she's real good. Legendary. That Good Vibrations bass line for the Beach Boys. Whoo. I haven't even tried to play that one. I should, man. But it's played with the Carol K plays with a pick. And it's because let me hold this up to the camera. She plays with a pick because she's a guitar player. So that Good Vibrations song, especially the intro, is played with a pick. And once you get experience playing bass and listening to bass lines, you'll be able to tell when somebody's slapping playing with their fingers, playing with a pick, or playing with their thumb. You know, you'll be able to tell just by listening to the song, oh, that person did this. And then once you really dial in, you'll be able to tell even what type of bass it is. You can tell, I can tell when I hear a jazz bass, especially on funk stuff, because it has a certain sound. You can tell a Music Man bass because it has a certain sound. You can tell a P bass because it has a certain sound. Okay? So, and you could tell by like some of these newer active basses with the high, with the, all the mid-range settings on it. You can kind of tell what's what. But that just comes from listening and dialing it in. Night of the Thump. I can't even. I never could say that title. Uh, uh, I mangled that one, but let's see. Yeah, that's a great song. But see, that's all part of that first album, The Mothership Connection. Those are all the songs that made me want to play bass. All those songs on that album. From P-Funk, Mothership Connection, Unfunky UFO, that one Night of the Bub Peoples, because I can never say that word right. And, of course, Give Up the Funk. And there was one more song on that album. I think it's like 6 or 7 songs on that album. But it's a classic. It's a classic. So, and I've done videos on a few of those songs on my channel. So make sure you check those out. Go back and, search my channel. You'll find stuff that I did 3 or 4 years, 5 years ago that, don't show up there at the top of the searches now. But if you go to my channel and search, you'll find it. You're learning a solo that George Duke did. On which song? I know he did Mothership Connection. What other song did he do by Parliament? Yeah. I remember back in the day, though, they must have had a feud going on, George Duke and George Clinton, because they used to talk about George Duke like a dog. They used to call him George Dookie. And you remember the Funkadelic covers, album covers, and they had the drawing on there by Pedro Bell, all the little cartoons. And they used to call George Duke George Dookie. I don't know why they did that. And they used to call Earth, Wind, and Fire Earth, Wind, and No Fire, or something like that. They used to talk shit. It was like some rivalry thing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they had the farting sounds. Beer, 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 beer. Yeah. Exactly, Terrence. Exactly. So, all right, y'all. Thanks again for watching. But I got to go. I got to get ready for my gig later. There's a couple songs I need to go over. Beatles or Stones? I like both. I like both. I do Rolling Stone songs in my. I'm going to do a couple today. I'm going to do Satisfaction, and I'm going to do. What the hell is that other one? Damn. Let me pull up my set list. See, this is what happens when you get old. Honky tonk women. That's the ones I'm going to do today. Working day and night. So just a quick, I don't remember the rest of the song, but Working Day and Night. Open E, F sharp, G, A, B. So I'm going to play it slow. So, right, Open E to F sharp, G, B, A. Just like that. That's it. That is it. Now, the rest of the song, I can't remember. I have to look at it, listen to it again. Yep. There's some cool. I think Lewis Johnson played the bass line on that from Brothers Johnson, who's another legendary dude. He played Music Man. Make sure you listen to him. He played Billie Jean. He played Working Day and Night. He played on all the Quincy Jones stuff for Michael Jackson and other people that Quincy Jones produced. Lewis Johnson from the Brothers Johnson. Legend. Legend. So, I think that's it, y'all. I appreciate all y'all watching. I appreciate those super chats again. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys got any ideas on these are all great questions. If you got any other ideas, because that's one reason I haven't done any live streams, because I don't know what the hell to talk about. I can sit there and talk about bass. I can sit there and talk about music groups from back in the day. I don't know much about the new groups out today. That's why when I do these reaction videos and you see these groups, I'm just learning about them myself. Okay, especially the Warning and Bandmade, the Japanese groups. Just learning about them myself. And these girls are rocking hard, man. I mean, they're rocking hard. Like, damn. Slap bass 101 slowly. I think I did some slap bass. But you're right. I am going to go back to do more slap bass stuff. Yeah, I'm going to do that because, like I said, there's a lot of guys on YouTube who are great slap bass players. They don't teach you nothing. I mean, unless you can have a way to slow down the video. But they don't show you, like, I'm playing a hammer on from D to E to open E. Right? You need to know that. Or G to A to open A. Or how to hold a thumb. See, I was taught, some guys hold a thumb down like that. I can't play like that. Like Flea, I think, does that, and some other guys. I was taught to hold it like this, straight up and down, and then hit the thumb on the neck right in here to get that sound, that pop, that snap back. Right? And then, you just practice. Like I said earlier in the stream, the thumb is, just think of the thumb as a kick drum, and the finger, the pluck, as a snare drum. And then work your way off of that. That's my one-on-one lesson for today. You probably already knew that, though. I'm just teaching you stuff you already know. No, you can do it, Sean. Don't worry about it. You got it. You got it, Sam. You'll get it. It's all repetition. It's all repetition. I'm not the greatest slap bass player. I don't pretend to be. But I know the basics of slap bass. I know how it works. And I know how to use it when I need to use it. Some guys only know how to slap bass. They can't play nothing else. They can't play with a pick. They can't play with a pick. They can't play, with their thumb muting, So those are different techniques. Once you get comfortable, you'll learn all those. Just stick with it, just like anything else. That's all you need to do. And with that being said, I got to go, y'all. I think I said that a little while ago. So, Reach For It by George Duke. Yep, I remember that song. Great song. Super Freak. Yep, thank you, bro. Got a slide C to D. Yep, he sure do. See that little subtle change. Most people go, but then in the chorus, that slight change. A lot of people don't catch that. A lot of people don't catch that. Yeah, yeah, I know, man. It's 12:38 here, so I got a little time. But like I said, there's a couple things I gotta work on. A couple songs I haven't messed with in a while, and I gotta play. Remember, I haven't played a live show in a long time, except for the band's live streams. So I'm just gonna get ready. But thanks again. I'll catch up with you guys next time. Thanks for watching. If you got any suggestions for future live streams, let me know. And I'll catch up with you next time. Later.